Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
Hello, hello, hello. This is Adolf. I have with me Jake.
Howdy, folks.
And today we're talking about the 3D releases for September of 2019. And we don't have that much here, but we'll talk about it. Let's start off with the 3D movies. Now, this one is a new 3D movie, at least, for me. I didn't know about it until you told me about it last week, and it just so happens to be getting a very limited release. It's a Chinese movie, the biggest animated movie in China. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I'm going to give it a try. It's called Nezha. It's Nezha. Nezha. So, apparently this is coming out on the 29th of August, which I didn't know. And in theaters, wider release on the 6th of September. So, the IMAX 3D release is the August 29th. And the wider release is the 6th, and not sure if the 6th will have 3D. We'll see. So what do you think of Nezha?
It looks like your standard kind of Dragon Ball Z type of animation with kind of a nice kind of a Monkey King like a mythology story, so it looks like you have it just struck me as being kind of a little different, though. Even though it looked like standard fare, it is like don't settle, defy. If fate gives you a bad hand, change it. I mean, which is kind of an unusual theme in Chinese cinema, since they seem to promote go with the flow and you're a part of a bigger whole, not so much individualism.
The official synopsis. It's a young boy, Nezha, is birthed from a heavenly pearl by the primal Lord of Heaven. Born with unique powers, Nezha finds himself as an outcast who is hated and feared, destined by prophecy to bring destruction to the world. The young boy must choose between being good and evil in order to break the shackles of fate to become a hero, basically.
Yeah.
You're going to be lucky finding it in theaters in 3D.
Yeah.
And this movie is not going to have an English dub. It's going to be all Chinese. So make sure if you need glasses for reading, you need to be able to read fast because this is going to be a lot of subtitles. Even I struggled with the subtitles looking at the trailer.
Yeah. Hopefully the movie's subtitled better than the trailer was.
I usually don't have problems with subtitles in movies, but this one I was like, I just barely almost finished reading the sentence and moved on to the next one. So it's pretty quick. It's a huge deal. So I'm glad we're getting it. It's just, I don't know that much about it. And like you said, it looks a lot like Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm. It's looking like this is getting a better U.S. release than Wandering Earth did.
So it's kind of ironic that the next movie is also, it's Asian-centric in a way. Is Abominable by the team that did How to Train Your Dragon. This DreamWorks movie is coming out on September 27th, and it's about a Bigfoot, abominable snowman, and there's a journey to get to Shanghai, and Chloe Bennett, the voice of a Quake in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., is going to be the main protagonist here, and this is supposed to be a big, I guess, adventure movie going back to China. And, it looks all right.
Yeah, our third 3D Bigfoot movie in a year's time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It looks fine. Compared to the other Bigfoot movies, it looks a little more cutesy,
Yeah, it doesn't look as good, but hey, Smallfoot looked like it'd be a cutesy slapstick movie and not as good as it was. I was surprised by Smallfoot. Who knows? This movie could surprise me. Hey, Ready or Not surprised the hell out of me.
So yeah, we got Ready or Not is a review that you can find on Patreon. As a nice plug for our Patreon, you can do $1 or $2 a month and get exclusive podcasts just like Ready or Not review. But let's keep going here with 3D releases. And that's it for 3D movies. It's, light month, September. I'm kind of surprised more things didn't get moved into September because it's so light. But let's keep going. For Nintendo 3DS, we got nothing. And for 3D Blu-rays, America has nothing. But a lot of notable things come out. Your mileage will vary depending where you live, but we'll go over them really, really quickly. Avengers Endgame comes out, which we all love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't really say anything more about Endgame. You either love it or you probably, if you haven't seen it already, then you're probably never going to see it, Apparently the 3D conversion is actually supposed to be really fantastic for the 3D Blu-ray, which usually the 3D Blu-rays are really good. So, we got Godzilla, King of the Monsters, Detective Pikachu. We both like Godzilla and Detective Pikachu. Alita.
Alita got a US 3D release.
Yeah. Mortal Engines is coming to German 3D Blu-ray. We got a notable one here, Aladdin. 2019 Will Smith live-action remake is coming out at the end of September. So I really like Aladdin. I think it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, once I got over missing Robin Williams, Will Smith had a lot of fun with it and made it fun to watch. It was a very enjoyable live remake. In fact, a lot of ways it was a lot better than the original.
I disagree there. I kind of feel like most of the actors are kind of flat in this.
Oh, they were flat, but the thing is, Jasmine had a personality. She wasn't a trophy.
True. The 3D was really good too. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we got a Doctor Who box set coming.
Yeah. The Germans have packaged the Matt Smith years into a box set, including the 3D conversion, the one that aired through Fathom Events on the big screen and came out on disc. So it's not new material. It's stuff you probably already have, and if you don't, you can find the originals fairly easy. It came out in Britain, and it came out in the US, I know for sure, and you can probably find it at your local store that still has Blu-ray 3D discs, and of course, then there's your online retailers as well.
All right, so that's it for the 3D Blu-rays, and that's it for 3D releases. See you next month. Bye.
Bye.
All right, before this podcast ends, I want to give a thank you to my patrons. Right now, we have one patron, which is David from Spain, and I want to thank you for your financial support. All right, so that's going to be it for this podcast.
We now have a Patreon, and the link is in the description. Thanks for watching.
And we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a little bit everywhere. Just look for us, 3D or 2D. And of course, review us on iTunes. And if you want to write us a letter, our email address is email3dortwo d@gmail.com. So that's going to be it. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.